If you rarely post photos of yourself online, you are not as unusual as social media makes you feel. Psychology research suggests that a large portion of people quietly avoid showing their face online. And no, this behavior is not automatically linked to insecurity or low confidence. While most platforms reward visibility, filters, and constant self-display, some people intentionally step back. This video breaks down the psychology behind people who never post their own photos. And once you understand the reasons, you may start seeing your own behavior with more clarity and less judgment. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover the main psychological profiles behind photo avoidance. You'll also learn why digital absence can sometimes signal emotional intelligence rather than weakness. And you'll understand one real downside that comes with staying completely invisible online. I analyzed behavioral psychology research and real-world survey data from people who rarely post photos. What emerged challenges many assumptions we've been taught about social media behavior. Let's begin with the most misunderstood group. The first profile can be described as intentional curators. These are not people who never share anything online. They are people who share selectively and with purpose. Psychologists describe this pattern as high self-monitoring combined with authenticity, awareness. Before posting, these individuals pause and reflect. They ask themselves whether an image represents who they truly are. More often than not, the image represents who they feel expected to be, so they decide not to post it. Research from social psychology labs shows these individuals score higher on authenticity scales. They value internal alignment more than external approval. They would rather be unknown than misrepresented. In a digital culture built around highlight reels, silence becomes a statement. Choosing not to post becomes a way of protecting personal truth. They are not missing out on attention. They are opting out of performance. The second profile is psychologically even more fascinating. These individuals can be described as autonomy protectors. They are not shy. They are not insecure. They are highly aware of personal boundaries. Research on identity performance shows that these individuals resist turning themselves into content. They recognize that once a photo is posted, control is lost. Other people decide how it will be interpreted. Other people decide how it will be shared. Other people decide what it means. So they choose privacy as a form of power. When you do not post photos, no one judges your appearance on a bad day. No one creates assumptions about your lifestyle. No one compares their life to yours through a distorted digital lens. This behavior is not hiding. Psychologists refer to it as selective self-disclosure. Selective self-disclosure is associated with higher emotional intelligence. It is also associated with stronger real-world relationships. Studies show that people who post fewer photos often report deeper offline connections. They are not performing connection for an audience. They are living connection in real life. Now we need to talk honestly about the third profile. Some people avoid posting photos because of social anxiety or body image struggles. This is known as the comfort seeker profile. And this group deserves compassion rather than criticism. For comfort seekers, avoiding photos can feel protective in the short term. It reduces immediate anxiety and self-consciousness. But long-term research shows a different outcome. Avoidance can reinforce negative self-perception over time. Studies have found that appearance-based photo avoidance increases anxiety levels. The longer avoidance continues, the stronger the fear becomes. This is why the distinction here matters. Are you choosing privacy intentionally, or are you hiding because of fear? One choice strengthens confidence over time. The other slowly erodes it. If this category feels familiar, the solution is not force. The solution is gentle exposure. One photo every few months, shared with people who feel emotionally safe. Not for validation, not for likes, but for reclaiming ownership of your image. Here is something almost no one talks about openly. Total digital invisibility can create identity gaps. When people search for you online and find nothing, they fill in the blanks. And those assumptions are often inaccurate. Career research shows that minimal online presence increases trust. This applies to employers, collaborators, and even romantic prospects. People trust what feels real and intentional. You do not need hundreds of selfies. You do not need daily updates. You need one authentic photo that signals presence. One image that quietly says you exist intentionally. Strategic visibility beats complete invisibility. The psychology of people who never post photos is not simple. Some are protecting autonomy. Some are maintaining authenticity. Some are working through deeper emotional patterns. All three are valid when the choice is conscious. The problem begins when fear is making the decision for you. Self-awareness turns avoidance into choice. Choice turns behavior into power. Social media pressures people to believe visibility equals value. Psychology tells a more nuanced story. Visibility without intention leads to burnout. Privacy without awareness leads to isolation. Balance comes from understanding your own motivations. You are allowed to be private. You are also allowed to be seen. What matters is that you decide. If this video helped you understand yourself or someone in your life more clearly, subscribe to this channel.